Today on Home and Family, it's National Rescue Dog Day, so we're giving extra belly rubs to all of our adoptable pets.
And why this mouth-watering pork dish has become a national treasure.
Oh my gosh, that glaze.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Then Maria has an all-American DIY inspired by this weekend's romance from friend to fiancé.
Plus, Kim's natural at-home facial will have you radiant in 30 minutes.
That is faster than pizza delivery. Kimmy.
Exactly.
That's right.
Welcome to Home and Family, everyone. We hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for joining us on this beautiful Monday morning. Isn't it great?
It is so beautiful here in Southern California. We have a great show ahead for everyone. And today, we're celebrating National Rescue Dog Day. So that's exciting.
It's nice that it's a smaller day. It's kind of what we celebrate here on Home and Family just about every day.
This is true.
But it's official today, of course, here at Hallmark Channel. We love our rescues, as you all know, and we're so committed to emptying the shelters and finding every rescue dog and cat their forever homes. You know that.
We certainly are, and I have such a great story to share today about a rescue dog that finally found his forever home. This is so sweet. I couldn't think of a better day to share it, by the way. So the story comes from the Humane Society of Preble County in Ohio, where a dog named Higgins spent almost his entire life. Yes. A total of 6.5 years in the shelter. Isn't that awful? How sad for that poor little guy.
Unimaginable.
But the thing was, his expression sometimes looked a little serious.
I get it.
So people may have overlooked him because of that. But look at him. He's so sweet. He's beautiful. He was brought in as a puppy, and he was in and out of homes for the first 2 years of his life until he was finally, eventually returned to the shelter as a stray. Okay, so as time passed, people just assumed that something was wrong with him, and that's why he was there for so long. But it wasn't. Then, on his 2,381st day
But who's counting?
in the shelter, can you imagine?
That's a long time.
He finally got his big break, and he found his forever home when he was adopted by 22-year-old Brendan Reed right there. I mean, what a beautiful story.
Way to go, Brendan.
I know, what a great guy. So after Brendan saw Higgins' story online, he knew that Higgins was the dog for him, and now Higgins is enjoying the life of luxury. He's going for long walks, he's napping on comfy couches, and he's finally receiving all the love that he deserves. He even has his own Snapchat, you all, so we can all follow his happily ever after story at Higgins Doggo. Isn't that such
But
a
it's a
sweet
perfect
story?
indication, such a sweet story, and also the fact that sometimes these dogs in the rescues and the shelters, right, they don't always give off the perfect, I don't know, persona when they're in the cage or at first meeting. I'm fostering little Rocky. I've talked about him a little bit, and he's a little tricky when you first get to meet him, but then after a while, he's so loving. So that's a perfect example of never giving up. And I know, Larissa, you are going to agree with that. It gives us hope for all the adoptable animals out there, don't you think?
Yes, yes. It's such a catch-22 in the shelter system because if a dog has been in the shelter for more than a week or two, people start thinking, why is that dog still here? There must be something wrong with it. And then guess what? The dog ends up staying there longer. Yeah. So it's just this vicious cycle. So you can't judge a book by its cover, and you can't judge a shelter dog by its little kennel card. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
Right. Thank you.
That's like your mantra, Larissa. And I know you've got a second chance animal with you today.
Yes,
Joni Mitchell is back.
Yes, and it is, as you said, National Rescue Dog Day. It's a social media holiday, and we are going to say it loud and proud, and hopefully that hope that everybody goes online and uses the hashtag and shares their photos of rescue dogs because it's so fun. And this here is Joni Mitchell, and she has been here once before, and she is back because she still hasn't found her adoption ever after. It's hard to believe. She's a Lhasa Apso mix. She's got some Westie in there, maybe some Shih Tzu. She's only about 1 to 2 years old. She was rescued out of a shelter in LA. The one thing that they've been working on is she was a little anxious. So she has been working on her anxiety levels, and she would do best within a home with somebody who's home around a lot or can take her to work and maybe have a little work buddy because she doesn't really like being alone. But she is such a great dog. She's great with kids. She's great with other dogs. So if they have a dog already, she would make a great addition to a family. And if you can see in that video or in the photo, she has little eyelashes, which are so cute. Look at her little eyelashes. I wish I had those. So please go to pawsoflarescue.org. She's located here in the Los Angeles area, and she is a super sweet little girl. And there are so many dogs in shelters right this second. Joni Mitchell was one of them not too long ago. So head to a rescue or shelter near you and see what animal kind of tugs at your heartstrings and makes you want to give them an adoption ever after.
Oh.